Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, and I want to start off with just showing you a real good trading technique on the if you decide to day trade the E-Mini S&P 500. This is something that you can learn immediately and start watching and observing and potentially trading. It's completely up to you. Two principles that you've heard me talk about many times in these free videos are Fibonacci retracements, right? Fibonacci retracements, and you've also heard me talk about floor trader pivot numbers, right? So from yesterday, the trade of the day yesterday by far was the trade right in here. This is where the market opened yesterday. Monday, July 22nd opened up right in here. This is the first 3-minute bar. This is a 3-minute bar of the E-Mini S&P 500 futures contract, okay? Opened up right in here. All right. This is where the market opened up yesterday. This is the first 3-minute bar. Market started trading down. So what I wanted to do immediately, since Friday was an up day, closed an all-time new territory, right? Yearly high, all-time new high. I wanted to, as soon as the market put in that high, I measured from Friday's low right down in here up to the high that the first 3-minute bar made. Look at the first 3-minute bar's high was right here, and it actually matched Friday's high right here, the all-time S&P high right there, right? As you can see, this bar, they matched one another. Once the market started pulling down from that high, that's when I took the Fibonacci tool on my trade station, right in here, clicked it, started from the low of Friday, dragged it all the way up to this high, and you can see the 38.2% retracement was right in here. And that 50% retracement of that move, again, from Friday's high, right here, LL, Friday's low, to the high, was right in here. Now, as the market was coming down, I was waiting for the market to not only come back to the daily pivot. Look at 1686 and a quarter right here, what I'm circling right in here. That's a floor trader pivot number. This thick green, these thick green dots, right? You see the hot pink line, as you already know, that's the 50 exponential moving average. So as the market's coming down, I'm looking for market to trade back into support, right? So we've got the 38.2% retracement, barely below the 50 exponential moving average, and barely below the daily pivot. So we've got a lot of numbers there. We've got the 38.2% retracement of the bigger swing up. We've got the daily pivot, and we've got the 50 exponential moving average. We've got 3 reasons to be looking for a trade right down in here. 3 key levels, okay? So as the market came down to that level, started hitting it right in here, I was waiting for one of my patterns. And the pattern that I got, and you hear me talk about all the time, is that inside bar, right? Look at the high is lower than the prior bar's high, and the low is higher than the prior bar's low. So we had an inside vertical bar there right here. So we had a very low risk trade. Okay, you want to be going long above that high of that inside pattern, which yesterday was high of 1686 3/4. So you're going long right in here with an initial stop loss below the 1685.5, which was the low, right? Which is the prior bar's low to that inside pattern. That was 1685.25. So you're not risking much. So let me just mark that up for you. Look at the buy was right there. That was your buy. Your ISL, which stands for initial stop loss, is below the prior bar's low. A beautiful trade setup right there. Look at the market literally ran from 1687, okay, 1687 to 93. You had a 6-point run pretty much straight up. And again, just wanted to show that to you. I think it's a good trade that you can all look at. So again, you had 3 reasons behind that, right? We did the fibs. So number 1, the bigger fib retracements, right, acted as support, right? 38.2 is right down in here. Number 2, you had the 50 XMA, right, the hot pink line right in here. And you had the daily pivot number right in here, the floor trader pivot number. You had 3 reasons there, right? Pivot. And actually number 4, which makes it all much even better yet, is that we'll call it IVB, inside vertical bar, or just inside bar. Doesn't really matter what you call it, but it's a great trade setup. Does it happen very often? It happens. Yes, it probably once a day you get a nice trade setup like this, but that was yesterday's by far trade of the day, bar none. Okay, so let me flip back currently to our 2 trades that we're currently in. I'm taking you through. Let me flip back. All right, the first one is the TBT trade. We're still in that trade. If you recall, went long here at 74. We were looking to go long at 72.5. The market missed it by, what, 20 cents or so, but we're still long this trade. Holding that. If the market, continues to move lower, I would actually put on more. But if we bounce up, start taking out this high, I might take something off of the position that I currently have. And then the other trade is the eBay trade, which isn't working out very nicely for us right now. But, hey, that's fine. Some of you emailed me saying, hey, this was really a risky trade. I disagree. I was risking 2 points on this trade. As long as, a 2-point risk isn't very much as long as you know how to manage the trade. Yes, I should have managed it better, and I should have had it stop below this low. Once the market, remember I outlined this to you on Friday when the market took out the high and reversed intraday and took out the low. I should have been, you know what? I didn't do that. I typically do, I'd say 90% of the time, but I wasn't on it. I was doing other things at the time. So my stops here, I'm risking 2 points, right? Plus, knowing how to manage a trade, risking 2 points on a $54 stock isn't much at all as long as you know how to position size yourself correctly. Again, my stop on this trade is 51.39, about 55 cents down from where we're at, below the 200 exponential moving average. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you learned something on E-Mini S&P 500, a nice day trade setup that I think all of you can use in your own trading. Have a great day. Bye for now.